Hello, it's me, Crazy Rebecca, Dances with Pitbulls. And we, today, are going to embellish this block right here to within an inch of its life. Okay. I forgot I had this book, and it has all the stitches. So I did not mark the ones I wanted, but we'll find them somehow. Oh, I guess there is this. Okay. First thing I want you to do is to get some kind of marking thing for your block, because you need to mark if you don't know what you're doing. You need to mark it about a ½ inch. Oops, I have a hat on, and that's going to knock my camera off. Okay. You're doing this because you don't want to stitch too close, because this will be the seam allowance. You don't want stitches or beads in that seam allowance. And you don't have to use a white pen. You can use whatever you want. Use chalk, I don't know. This is what I had. Thank you, Jane. So I thought, well, I'll just use it. Okay. I was thinking about putting this lace here. And don't faint. I'm actually going to pin it, because even Crazy Rebecca cannot wrangle lace and embroidery at the same time. And in here, okay, I got these at Joann Fabrics last night. They had 20% off of everything. So I needed it anyway, right? Look how pretty. I'm going to use this from Kitty, but I'm looking for my needle books. There they are. Because I need another fat needle right there. And of course, the thread I want is in the other room. So just gaze at this for a hot minute and I'll be right back. See, I had it in there. Yikes. Yikes, Rebecca. And I think I prefer this twisted, this stuff, to the embroidery floss, although we will use embroidery floss. Like right now, I am in love with this stuff. Thread that thing. Okay. I'm going to try to bring you in a little bit closer. Okay. Get a little bit closer now. And let's pick a stitch. That's chevron, or where's the herringbone? We could do cross stitches. There it is. Herringbone. Come up at A, go to B, and emerge at C, and then you go down. Okay, so it's worked from left to right. Okay, I already did that. Need to move that box out of the way. So come up at A, insert at B, over to C, okay, then what? Oh, is it, I should have practiced. Over to C, down. Is it like this? Yes, it is. Okay. Maybe I could bring it up here. Down like that. Make like a back stitch. Back up here, you're going to be same line as this. If I could do this sitting down, it would be much more better, but okay, this is good because see, I'm going to follow this. So now this pin is going to bite me. Let's put it down like that maybe. I'm roasting vegetables in my oven and it smells heavenly in here. Oops, that stuff's hard to go through. Okay, go beside it. I should be on pause cam. Why don't I go on to pause cam and do this? Because then I could do all the way across. Okay. Okay, I switched to pause cam. I kind of got a seating solution here. Pull those kind of tight. Okay. I wanted to just do that dark area because you couldn't really see it. But I'm getting back into a light area. This will be my last one because I don't want to get too close over here. Well, I might go up. One more, just one more. to right there. Okay. So that is the herringbone stitch. And we will jazz that up, but let's stitch this down so we can get rid of these hateful pins. And let's use, will that show? I already have this one threaded, so let's just use it. In the end, it doesn't really matter. Trust me. Trust me, I'm a professional. Now, I see I only have to go. We'll take a few, like, running stitches. Or just a back stitch, I guess. Okay. This one's worked from right to left, the chain stitch. So you loop, go in next to where you came up. I am not making good thread choices. Comes the train. Okay, what I'm going to do is get rid of these freaking pins. I'm just going to hold it up here like this so you can see it. I apologize for my, this would have been better in the dark thread, but no, Rebecca, don't do something that makes sense. See, it's making that chain. Make a loop, go in through this one and out through that. I like to do a meandering chain stitch also. Then I thread a ribbon through it. Now we're at the end where we need to be. Okay. I'm going to show you don't have to make a big knot. There's a trick. There's a trick, let me tell you. So let's use this one still. let's do here. We'll do the Cretan stitch. I'll show you in here. Oops, sorry, this one. Cretan stitch. This is my favorite if I'm doing all over one whole quilt top. This is my choice. There it is with beads on it. So start here at our line. Whoops, sorry. Okay. Come up and you bring your needle straight down with your thread to the right. Then you come down here again with your thread to the right. So keep your thread to the right. And these top and bottom stitches, your needle is straight up and down. You can vary the width and the height, but the action remains the same. Somebody actually taught me this. I did not know it. All I knew was the feather stitch. And she said, why don't you try the Cretan stitch? I said, I don't know what the Cretan stitch is. So she showed me, and oh my gosh, it was love at first try. Love at first try. We were in a crafting group in Colorado Springs. We met on the interwebs. Oh my gosh. El Paso County Crafters. Margaret Oliver, my friend. Me and Leslie and Sheila and Deborah. Sheila brought her spinning wheel. I brought my crazy quilt stuff. I think it was Wendy's mother, Wendy Warner's mother, who taught me the Cretan stitch. So here's my line again. So I'm just going to go down. Look at that, just enough thread. I meant to do that. Okay, how much do I have left on here? Not very much. So let's just get rid of that. Get some of this. And let's do a feather stitch. I need to look it up in the book to show you a visual of that. Feather stitch. Okay. Come up at A, go down at B, out at C. Alternate stitches back and forth, working downwards in a vertical column. Up at A. No, she did it backwards. Okay. Up at A. Then you hold the thread down like that. You go in through B and you angle down to C. Makes that little thingy, and you alternate. I love the feather stitch. It just takes more thread than the Cretan stitch, but oh, the things you can do with the feather stitch. You can make seaweed, you can make bushes, you can make pine trees, you can make sprays of flowers. Oh my gosh. You can do a double. Okay, let's do a double. That's where I'm going to do 2 on this side. Instead of going back that way, I'm going to go this way again. So that's a double. Yeah, 2 on the same side. So now do a double on this side. Do 2 over here. And they don't have to be perfect. Please let your OCD go. Please. Do it for me. Do it for Crazy Rebecca. Come on. This is freeform stitching. Ta-da! So we're going to get all of our seams covered. Then we'll move on to beads. Beads. But let's get more of this pink. And we're going to couch that trim that Kitty gave me. We're going to couch it down. That will explain. This is the trim Kitty gave me. Isn't it pretty? Very pretty. Definitely very pretty. And let's put it, where shall we put it? Let's put it right there. Don't want it too close to the seam. Uh-oh, that just totally unraveled on me. Well, that can happen, people. Don't cry over split trims. We will make that work. Arr. We'll trim it later. We'll trim it later. Okay, so you hold it, and you're just going to stitch, like I'm going to come up here, and go down here. See, that's couching when you catch it like that. Now see, when I sew this all together, if this still bothers me, I'll put a button on it. Yes, a button. This technique works for yarn or ribbon. Crazy Rebecca is not going to trim the end of this until later. because of the unraveling. Okay, I must gather my thoughts and figure out what's next. Okay, our next move is going to be with the same light pink. We're going to do a blanket stitch. This is worked from left to right. You come up, you hold this with your thumb. Again, you're going straight down. You come up right on the edge. I'm going to do these uniformly. Let's see, I'm going to get it on this side of the black. But you can do these in different sizes, like do a short one and then a long one. That makes interesting things. You may want to get a thimble. Crazy Rebecca is not smart enough to use a thimble, and her fingers will be sore from stitching. Okay, I'm going a little bit shorter now because my triangle's getting smaller here. Arr. I'm going to do one more small one, and we'll just call that good. Down, tie it off. Let me see if I can find it in here. Oh, sorry for all the shaky. Buttonhole 46. Right there. She's used it in green and in red, back to back. We could do that. We could do it back to back with that burgundy. So why don't we? So I get my hair done today. I only get it colored like twice a year. Because I really want it to be gray, but then I look in the mirror and go, ugh. Okay, so I want to go this way. I'm alternating between every light pink buttonhole stitch. I'm doing one of these. Get off. Uh-oh. Should probably. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Things you don't want to hear on your crazy quilt. Uh-oh. Why is that stuck? Okay. Be one with the thread. Be one with the thread. Ain't nothing but a thing, y'all. There. There. Like it never even happened. And so she makes the same mistake again. Situation normal. Dun, 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 dun. You know who Topher Grace is? He was on that 70s show. He did an edit of all the Star Wars movie trailers. Put them all together, and it is way cool. Way, way, way cool. I want to use this one again. So I've got Star Wars on the brain. Okay, so this loop stitch we did here, we're going to do a little something something with it here. You make a big loop. Like so. You go down. Then you're going to make 2 smaller loops on either side of it. We are going to sew a bead right there later. So come over here, make your big loop. Don't pull it too tight. Down that. do one more and then finish it off camera, and we'll continue after that. Because I'm going to have to rethread anyway, so why not? Here's a tip. If you have enough needles, thread several. Thread several. It'll save you from stopping and rethreading and all that good stuff. I just need to like gather all my bigger needles. Let's see, do I have enough to do one more big one? Because that would be awesome if I could. Okay. All right, I'll be back when that is finished. Okay, so in my haste, I forgot to check that the camera was going. So I sewed down this. Oh my gosh, if I missed that, I did. Did I? I did. Please don't hate me. Do some feather stitches like that. And sew some pearls. Because Rebecca's a bad girl. Okay. I just can't believe it. I believe it, but I can't believe it. Look at our block so far. I just sewed that down with regular thread. This was a thinner pearl cotton twist. And I sewed those down with regular thread. And I said, but you didn't hear me because the camera wasn't going, don't worry about this back because we're going to anchor all that. Just trust me, okay? So, since, oh man, I am just, okay, don't beat yourself up, Rebecca. You caught it. Could have been worse. You could have like been totally done with it. Right? So I want to, I guess, still use this. This is Nymo beading thread. I gotta make sure my beads go through it. On the needle though. I guess I could use a bigger. Is it not going to go through that? Yeah, it will. A bigger bead. Okay. So I have a flower sequin. I think I'll skip every other one. And we'll put something else in between there. I was sewing my heart out. I was. And I'm going to have to quit and go get my hair done. and then I'll be back. I want to do something with embroidery floss also. You'll see it. You'll love it. You'll love it. I promise. Unless you don't like embroidering, then what are you doing making a crazy quilt? That's what I want to know. I think they're beautiful without anything on them either. Actually. So boom. Okay. I'll be back when I'm all beautiful. And we shall try to remember to turn the camera on and sew some more stuff on our crazy quilt block. Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's try this again. Software fail. Operator error. Okay, I have loaded up a bunch of needles with 2 strands of DMC floss. Don't know the color. It was wound on a bobbin, but it is dark burgundy. And what we're going to do, we're going to start right here, and we're going to make little, like these things, but we're going to make them on here. And they can be the same size or they can be different sizes. This is one of my favorite tricks. And they're so delicate because you're using thread, the floss. I guess let's just do 2 for now. We could come back even with another color and add the 3rd one. Okay, we'll do one more set. You could make a whole flower on the end of there, like with 5 petals. If you wanted to, it's your quilt. So you get that point? Okay, I'm gonna stick that needle right there, and I'm going to grab a different needle, this one. Notice my shoulder pad pin cushion. I told you that would come in handy. This is regular sewing thread. And I have opened up a pack of metallic beads. And let's sew them on here, on the points of these. I need to pour those into something other than that. I like to do 3 on the beads. But you could do 5. You should probably do an uneven number, 3, 5, 7. Let's go to this one. Oops. So, how cute is that? So I'm going to park that needle, and we're going to get how about this that I can't find anywhere anymore. And I need one hefty needle for that. Okay. So when I'm going to look on Amazon or like whatever and try to figure this out. And I'll link you. But let's go here. And just do like a straight stitch, like a stem. Okay. You will go through. I'm kind of angling it. Oh, that's on that seam. That's why it's giving me trouble. Don't be afraid to use your pliers to pull that needle through. One more. Nope, hold still. still there. Not my usual setup. Okay, so you see what we're doing there. Then you get another honkin' needle. This is actually a leather needle. See how that is? So that should stab pretty well. And we're going to use, will that show up? Nope. Let's try this. We're just going to try we could fail, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. You're gonna be sick of that song, ain't you? In my nonchalant ways. Oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay. Tie one knot. Because we're gonna do a French knot. And if I remember from the other day, come on. I thought that would work, but okay. You hold it away from you. Hold it down here and wrap away. With this big ribbon, probably only need 2 wraps. Now, this is where the pliers come into play. Even crazy Rebecca has bad ideas. So we got to think of a different way to do this. Okay. Hey, if you're dedicated, look it. If you're dedicated, hey, we could make a bigger hole. I know what we can do. Okay, I've thought this out already. Make a bigger hole. Use a smaller ribbon. Use a smaller ribbon, people. Make that hole bigger. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It was a thought. Okay, so if we're not going to use this after all that, I wonder if well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to finish up all of these, and all of this white, and I'll come back. Okay, so I finished this. I did all the bunny ears first, or whatever you want to call them, and then I went back and added the beads. I finished all of these beads. I finished this, and I figured out, let's do with this thinner thread and not ribbon like an idiot. We're going to do French knots all the way across here. We'll do like total of 5, and then I'll show you the next step. 2, 3. Okay, so you Hold your thread and you're wrapping it away from you 3 times. Just bring your needle, the point of it, like right close to where you were. And that makes 1 French knot. Just 1. Do 1 more. Okay. Now I'm going to use this. And let's make some petals on there out of these I don't know, what do you call them? Seed pearls? I don't know, but we're going to make petals out of them. I'm going to start on the second one because I think that first one's too close to the edge. Err on the side of caution, please. Sorry about that. I am so intent on doing this that I forget to check if I'm in frame. These are kind of Aurora Borealis looking. Oh, come here. Oh, no, you don't. Nope. Okay. I have not checked my other footage. Okay, but see the flower? And I will do that all the way across. I might even put one, I might put 6. That is not an odd number, but I think it's called for in this case. Looky there. Looky there. Okay. I don't know if I've said this, but it's going to bear repeating. Don't worry about this mess back here. We're going to deal with it. There. If I said it 3 times. Okay. So I will do that, and I will think of something to do here, and we are almost done. Oh, I want to build a cluster right here. Okay, so I'll finish that. I'll figure something out for that, and we're going to build a cluster, and then we'll be done. Okay, here we are. We're in the final countdown. Let's see what I've done. I finished that row of posies. Here I just put the petals downward because of the seam. I sewed sequins with tiny pearls on there. Looks like I got a green one. Trust me, it won't matter. I put these faceted plastic beads in the center of those. And now we're going to build a floral cluster right here as our final step on our first block. You're going to have however many blocks you choose to do, so this doesn't have to be perfect. Check that OCD right at the door. Okay, I crocheted that hateful ribbon that I could not get through. I crocheted it into a chain, and I kind of just checked it to make sure it was big enough, like I wanted it. Now I am just taking a few stitches to hold it together. You put your biggest pieces down first. So this one's going down first, and you don't have to be perfect. It just needs tack down. Okay, up. Okay, the next thing I want to put on is this, but it's only got that. So I may come back with some clear thread and tack it down better. Or maybe we will, I don't know, take a couple stitches through that. And I wish I had thought to look for some real bling. Like, this ain't blingy enough. Yeah. Okay, Rebecca, hold your horses. Okay. I thought about tucking a button there. Ooh. Okay, no. Be aware, that can happen. You get things stuck. Okay, 3. We got to do 5 at least. So we have these. This could hold that down. This, and what do I want to use in the middle? If I use these, are these too big? How about that pearl? That's kind of big too. Okay, what about these? Okay, I gotta see where I want the next one. Do I want it there or over here? How about right there? What do you think? I'm not crazy about that bead, but it ain't gonna matter. Not in the least. Let's go ahead and put another button here, a smaller button. I like that, but I don't want to deal with the wire that's in it. Heart. And nope, not that one. Okay, there's our cluster. Now the heart's hiding. Oh well. Say it with me. It's not going to matter. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of more blocks done. Not for this video, but for maybe the next video. And I'll show you what to use. I had it. Here it is. Okay, you need to purchase some interfacing. I got a couple of kinds here. This is, oh, of course it doesn't say, but they're fusible. This one, lightweight to midweight, sheer weight to lightweight. Joann's had 60% off on these, plus the extra 20% off. So watch for sales, but we're going to measure our blocks, cut the fusible, put a towel down, lay this down, and fuse the back, and it holds all this in place, so you don't have to worry about it. And it stabilizes your block. So, what do you think? Can you do it? Can you do it? You can do it. I know you can do it. Oh, I want to see the green one. I want to see the pink and red one. I want to see them all. I want to see your crazy quilts. I want to see the multicolored one. So, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe. And stick around. Oh, I forgot to say this was number 9, so stick around for number 10. I love you. Bye.